Can't decide if I want to bother putting any sort of highlight on that black shirt. You know, I guess it'd be a good idea to do that. I actually left that on normal. Yeah, much as I love Silent Hill 4's soundtrack, some of the best tunes didn't even actually make it into the game, I don't think. Just trust me, I've played that one to death. I'm pretty sure a lot of these songs were not even in there. There we go. That's about all it needs, if that. Let me borrow colors from my other James drawing. This isn't even the actual file. This is, I actually got this off. You notice it says Untitled. I actually temporarily got this off of Photoshop. Temporarily got it off of DeviantArt. Similar shading style with it. That's where Henry meets up with Eileen in the hospital. Eileen, relax! I can't really think of very much to say right now. I'm just working on this. Oops, that's not the bottom of the drawing, is it? Duh. Yeah, I messed up a little bit. Pretty much just used black to shade this with, didn't I? Oh, practically. Oh, you know what? There was a color I missed. Let me back up. Probably shouldn't have smudged that yet. Oh well. Who are you? What's your name? Henry, and you? This is my dream, and you don't even know my name? It's Cynthia. Yeah, this is Cynthia's theme song, basically. It's called Silent Circus. I know so much about Silent Hill 4, it's freaking ridiculous. Although some people would say that I know so much about Silent Hill games in general that it's freaking ridiculous, but it really applies to 4. This music is so weird. It's sort of whimsical, but it's kind of dark too. I really think Silent Hill game with the best soundtrack is tied between 3 and 4, because it's hard to pick one over the other because they're so different, but sometimes I want to say 4 is better, but like I said, they're so different. I'm not totally comfortable with comparing them. 3 is a lot more rock-oriented. In fact, it was a lot more rock-oriented than all the 2 games that came before it. And then 4 comes along and it's got some of that to it, but its music is just very dark. Don't might be quite that dark. Speaking of dark, oh, I'm doing that wrong. Whoops. There we go. I wonder if I made that collar kind of crooked. I probably did. And here's where I go and deselect stuff so that I don't. Oh, I like this one. I think this is Into the Depths of Self-Discovery. Almost did it again. It is possible to oversmudge. It starts to look kind of wonky. You abuse the smudge tool too much. Oh god, what scene is this music from? I want to say it's in the forest. But I know the title won't help, but I'm curious what the title is. Oh, this one is Into the Depths of Self-Discovery. That last one was Traversing the Portals of something or other. Yeah, I'm just staring at this and I don't think I like how it turned out, so I'm gonna go back and kind of redo it. I probably should have maybe shaded this, I don't know. I'm not sure what I did exactly, but either way I don't like the outcome, so... Yeah, I'll go back and add the shading again, but before I blend it this time. There we go. Still not sure if I like that. I'm just gonna like... I think that looks pretty good. I may actually leave out the texture this time. Last couple times I drew James, I had to put this little texture in, but it's a pain in the butt to get it right. You want to do it, make it look realistic. Okay, I'm up to the jacket. Stop and stretch. Okay. If you hear a banging sound, my chair kind of pops when I move around in it sometimes. I don't know why. It's just kind of an old chair, I guess. Start with shading. Oh, excuse me, yawn. Oops. Might help if I put the darker color on there. Sorry, I love this song. I've got to sing along with it. I love Joe Ramirez's voice. He sounds so much like David Bowie, which sounded like a backhanded compliment, but you know what? I like David Bowie, so I can't exactly say that sounding like David Bowie is a bad thing. Yeah, no matter who he sounds like, though, he does have an awesome voice. Joe Remersa, that is. I think I'm talking a lot less in this video, at least about art, the art techniques than I did before. I guess, maybe I'm concentrating harder, because there's definitely a lot more to the shading and highlight aspect than there is, you know, the laying down of... I'll fix that later, but the laying down of base colors. I'm still looking at this to kind of help me figure out where the shading should go. Oh, damn it. Why does it keep wanting to do that? I think I'm gonna focus on the lapels for a little while, and then I'll deselect them and do the stuff around them. My hand is starting to cramp up a little bit. I think I said that last time. I guess I grip the pen really hard, and my hand will start to cramp up after a while. It's a big pain in the butt. I should have put highlights before that shading, huh? You know, I don't know if I'm following my rule of where the light source is coming from. I'm probably totally screwing it up. I probably have lights coming from every angle. I don't know if I care, to be honest. It's a drawing of a pony. I don't know how much I really care about realism. I've seen some fan art of ponies where the shading was really realistic and it made it really look interesting. So, you know, maybe I should care. I think that'll do for the collar. Well, wait a minute. There's some parts of this I'm not sure about. I feel like the highlight ought to break up here a little bit, because there's a seam. Changed my mind. I need to, there's some more shading I should add. While doing that, I was sort of glancing over at this drawing going, wait a minute, I think it gets a little darker. Ooh, I love this tune. I think this is when you're talking to little Walter. In fact, if you pay attention, this tune is very similar to Your Rain. It's just sort of it's a highly rearranged version of Your Rain is what it is, which is kind of cool. No, I didn't want to do that. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job here. I'm honestly not sure. I'll figure it out in a second. Come on. Ah, fuck. Ah! Tried to hit the spacebar so I could move the image around. It's like it didn't take. Okay. Clean slate here with the shading and such. I think maybe I don't like this tune that much. I may skip this one. I'm zoning out a little bit, trying to figure out just where some of the shading should go. Oops, I thought I had selected a lighter color there. Ah, I can go back and fix that. Oh, I have to select the brush first, stupid. Jeez. There we go. I think that's pretty good. go. I think this is looking pretty good. My shading, my highlights here, rather. Well, the shading and highlights, I guess. Sort of alternating between the two, aren't I? I can add a little more here. Maybe? I believe this is your rain. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. Having so many brain farts today. There. This already? I don't remember. If not, I'm doing it again. Ah, messed up. It's okay. I kind of don't want to talk over this song because I like it so much. That's that riff from the original Silent Hill game. It pops up in every single... That pops up on the soundtrack of every single Silent Hill game. It's on some songs somewhere has that riff on it. It's kind of cool. I think probably Downpour is an exception. I don't think... But at least every one where Akira Yamaoka did the music. I love that. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that, but me, I've never seen anyone comment on that before. I think I'll put a little bit of highlight. I'm sort of breaking my rule again because the light's supposed to be coming. But if it's coming, light's coming from here, I think there still might be a highlight up here. Maybe I should put it kind of on the side, actually. Back up so I can see what I'm doing here. I think that kind of works. Here's the title music. It's called The Last Mariachi. Oh my god, smudge already! I hate when Photoshop does this. Jeez! That is such an unusual tune to play during a game's title screen. I love that about Silent Hill 4. It's just so different from so many other games in so many neat little ways. Oh my god. Why Photoshop? Goes on a lot longer in the soundtrack than does the actual game, because at this point the little demo thing will take over. God, I really don't know about that. It's just I want this to be a little more blended out. It's so like it's such a like specific shape, and I don't want that. I want it to be a little more. Whoops. Ah, I love this tune. It's called Wounded War Song. I don't know if this helps or not. All but stopped telling you guys what I'm actually doing here. I'm trying to go along these seams and add some highlights. Give it a little more dimension. And every so often I need to go along and blend it so it's not... I don't want like a stark outline, obviously. I just want a little suggestion of some shading in some spots where, you know what? Actually, the belt. The belt would have the highlight. There would be shading under here. Actually, nah. I'll just add shading there. Actually, I will go ahead and add a little bit of highlight here. Just a little. A highlight on one side and shading on the other. I'm not gonna blend that yet, actually. Hopefully I can make that work. I'm just sort of, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just sort of... Sometimes you just gotta dive in and wing it and see what happens. It's the wonderful thing about the undo feature. Didn't originally intend to add shading here, but doing it anyway. Let's see how some of this looks. I need to kind of back up and look at the big picture again. Take out the I think it's coming along. Maybe I could use I think it could be even, some of the shaded areas could be even darker. I need to add some highlights and shading on these two seams, because I had... Oops. I'm pretty sure this is one of those tunes that didn't make it into the game. But maybe. No. A little more, need to make the shading a little darker, just a little, not a lot. But I just feel like it's lacking depth slightly. Just only the most heavily shaded areas. How's that look? I think that's a good color. Now leave that the way it is. And I'll add some shading to that. This tune is just weird. now. Ah, it's a Cynthia's death scene. I'm gonna cry. I think the coat looks pretty good. There's something about the shirt that's bugging me. I need to fix this. May or may not actually work. I may not like the result, but I gotta try this because it's just bugging the crap out of me. There we go. I felt like the shading needed to be more. I kept staring at that, thinking the shading was a little too stark there. Jacket details are next. Gotta stop and stretch. Yeah, I can't imagine why listening to this Silent Hill soundtrack might make someone depressed. Just can't imagine how that could happen. I'm gonna go ahead and oh, okay. I didn't realize I had it set up to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and make that flag entirely. I'm gonna make all the whites here. I'm gonna make them gray because. What am I doing? Wow. Yeah. Trying to shade with the same exact color. This song's kind of mesmerizing. I got lost in it for a second. Okay. I think jacket is completely done now. I may change the outline. Like the outline on the flag later, but we'll see. Change the color of the outline. I mean, I like to take some things. Obviously, all the outlining is in black by default because I do it with, you know, pens, but sometimes in Photoshop I like to change the color of some of the outlines. In fact, I was going to do that with his eyelids too. Anyway. Wow, all that's left is the hair. Oh, well, the eyes too. Duh. Trying to think of what part I want to do next. I don't think I feel up to doing the hair just yet. Yeah, hair and eyes. I think I'm gonna save that stuff for last time, and I think I'm gonna quit. How many songs are left? I think this might be the last one. Oh, not quite. But, yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit burned out, and I know the hair is going to be a bit of a pain, and, I just feel like that should almost be its own video. Probably the hair and the eyes a lot also. I spend a lot of time getting the eyes just right. And all the finishing touches. I think that's gonna be the third and final video. I think I'm gonna stop here. Thanks for watching. I'm actually aware that I'm ending the video here this time, so turn off this depressing ass song. Almost had me in tears for a minute there. Yeah, so I'm gonna end here and I will pick up in the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye.